everyone. Hope you are doing well. Welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic. As you are looking on the screen, an image has been displayed there so that it shows that it is related to our topic for the discussion today. As we move on to the slides, as we go on into the subject, let us discuss one by one. So this is the title page, what we can say, a review on pulsatile drug delivery. So the title of the subject is a review on pulsatile drug delivery system. So before entering into the topic, let us have some introduction. Hello, welcome to my class. I am Dr. Zakir Hussain, Associate Professor, Head Department of Pharmaceutics, KLR College of Pharmacy, and mentioned here my email ID. Let us enter into the class. Pulsatile drug delivery. So how can we explain this type of drug delivery system? Actually, what it is? Pulsatile drug delivery is defined as the rapid and transient release of certain amount of molecule within a short period of time, immediately after a predetermined of released period. Means immediately after administration of the drug will show its effect. That is called as a periodical immediately after a predetermined of release period. Lag time, or these system have a peculiar mechanism of delivering the drug rapidly and completely after a lag time, even after the drug has reached the maximum period. So the drug is going to be released at its predetermined time interval. We can go for the next slide. Here we can see some of the advantages of the pulsatile drug delivery system. When we see the advantage number one, increase absorption and bioavailability. So we can see a greater absorption power is here. Thereby what happened, bioavailability can be increased. The bioavailability has been increased very much than any other conventional immediate release or sustained release drug delivery, due to its ability to release the drug in a burst manner. Means immediately after the drug has been administered, when it reaches to the targeted site, it will go for immediately release of the drug has been observed at the site of absorption where it is required. Now when we come to for next point, number 2, site targeting, means wherever we are targeted. Example, the person suffering from one ailment, that particular ailment has been cured by targeting this type of drug delivery system. It is just acting like the nanoparticles. In nanoparticles also what we are doing, we are directly targeting the drug to that particular site. Example, we can take in the chemotherapy. In chemotherapy, where the traditional medicine has been failure, now this advanced nanoparticles, the conventional nanoparticle drug delivery has shown its importance. Why? Because it is reaching directly to the targeted site where the drug is going to be released and showing its therapeutic effect. Similarly, here also we are observing the same, almost the same efficacy. Same effect is going to be observed. So site targeting. So we are going to target the drug at particular site wherever we are required. Allow the delivery of poorly bioavailable drugs, means the drugs which are having very poor solubility, that type of drugs can be targeted here. That would get destroyed in higher gastrointestinal tract environment, GIT environment. Even at the high GIT environment, high acidic environment, the drug has been destroyed. After destroying the drug, the example we have taken here, the peptide type of drugs and protein molecules, there we are using here as a linking substance to the drug. There it is going for release the drug at a gastric environment also, where it is going to be destroyed. Point number 3, advantage, the benefits of the pulsatile drug delivery system is reduced dose of drug without decreasing its therapeutic activity. When we see, when we are reducing the dose of the drug, its therapeutic normally decreases. Danaka effect anedi tagipotadi, that its effect is going to be come down. But in the pulsatile drug delivery system, that type of problem we are not observing here. So then what we are observing? We are observing definitely advantages when compared to other type of conventional or sustained release dosage forms. When we are reducing the dose, even though we are reducing the dose, but we are not observing any kind of alteration or changes in the therapeutic effect. That therapeutic effect is going to be observed exactly same as how we are going to giving the dose at high dose or medium or the nominal dose. The effect of the drug, effect of the medicament is going to be seen very common, means it is same, almost all same. Now coming to the next point, that is decreased side effects. So this type of drug delivery system is having very low side effects. Decreased drug interactions due to lower cytochrome P450 isoenzymes. Here drug interactions are going to be observed very negligible, or we can say very less drug interactions are going to be observed by this route of drug delivery system. Now coming to the next advantage, that is decreased food effects. So means it is not having any kind of interaction has been observed with any food habitat, means the patient can use normal, he can maintain his diet and he can continue the therapy by using this type of drug delivery system. Change occurring in bioavailability of the drug when given with food. Normally what happened, normally the bioavailability of the drug will be it's going to be altered, it's going to be changed, either increase or decrease are going to be observed. But here the decreases the food effects, it says that the food effects is not going to be affected here. Now improved compliance. Compliance means patients are well accepted for this type of drug delivery system. They are recommended, very much recommended towards this type of drug delivery system. Coming to the next advantage, chronotherapy programmed delayed release provides optimal treatment of the diseases. Pulse release allows multiple dosing in a single dosage form. Pulse release, it allows the multiple dosing, means we can give more than one dose, but it is not required. Even though it is not required, if you want to get fast recovery, then we can go for multiple dosing also possible in this type of drug delivery system. Allow the site specific release, as I told in the previous slide, that it is site targeted drug delivery system, where the drug is directly reaching to its targeted site and show its therapeutic effect. The drug release is not affected by change in pH, means no effect of pH is going to be observed, where either the drug is in GIT, gastrointestinal tract, it has reached to the lumen, whether it has in the small intestine, large intestine, wherever it may be the drug, it has no effect on its pH, means no change on the pH. The drug will be the same effect when it is starting from the GIT and ending to the position. Its efficacy is not going to be changed. The system can be utilized for many solid dosage forms like granules, in the manufacturing of granules, microspheres, microparticles, tablet, capsules and pellets. In these dosage forms, we can deliver the pulsatile drug delivery system. If you see the overview, what is the overview of the pulsatile? Actually, what is actually the pulsatile drug delivery? Then we can look at here in this slide. The pulsatile drug delivery system are gaining a lot of interest as they deliver the drug at the right place at the right time. This word, what we are saying here repeatedly, the right place and right time is one of the add-on benefit for the pulsatile drug delivery system, and in the right amount. This is also another good thing. And a less dose, at very less dose only we are going to deliver the drug, thus providing spatial and temporal delivery and increasing patient compliance that we have seen in the advantages. These systems are designed according to the circadian rhythm of the body. Based on the body conditions, these dosage forms are developed. The principal rationale for the use of pulsatile release of the drug is where a constant drug release is not desired, means where constant drug is not released means, so this drug can be given, it is not for the constant release, it can be given for the desired effect of the drug. If you go on for the next slide, the overview still continues here. A pulse has to be designed in such a way that a completed and rapid drug release is achieved after a lag time. So normally what happens after reaching the lag time, the drug release is going to be stopped there, either stopped or it has been sustained. But here it is not the condition, but in this condition what happened, a complete rapid drug release is achieved after a lag time. Even after reaching the lag time also, the drug release is going to be observed. So various systems like capsular system, osmotic system, single and multiple unit system based on the use of soluble erodible polymers, coating and use of rupturable membrane has been dealt within its particles. So this is the overview. Again we can see in this slide, it summarizes the latest technological development. So in pulsatile drug delivery system we can use various technology, advanced technology that we are going to learn in the future coming slides now. Upcoming slides we can say. So many technologies are been available in nowadays in the market in the pharmaceutical industry by which we can develop this type of pulsatile drug delivery system. So if you go for the next slide, so let us see the classification of pulsatile drug delivery system. It is a time controlled pulsatile drug delivery system. Means what here? Time consuming devices, we can say time consuming method, means here the drug delivery can be achieved at a specified period of time, we can say in a less period of time, very short span of time, the patient can observe the starting his recovery is going to be observed. Single unit pulsatile systems are available, as well as if you go for classification one by one, that is capsule based system, capsular system based on osmosis. Again they are subclassified into four types: the port system, system based on expandable orifice, delivery by series of stops, pulsatile delivery by out in this manner. That is about the osmotic systems. Now we can go for the next one, osmotic based rupturable coating system, that is pulsatile delivery by change in membrane permeability. We have completed. Now we are going for the next slide. This also we have done. Now technologies used in chronopharmaceutics. So a new novel method we can say here, one type of method where the drug delivery is going to be observed by using various technologies. Now we are going to have a look or have a discussion about the various type of technologies one by one. If you go through here, then we can see the first type of technology, that is content technology. That is the content technology. What is this content technology? Let us have a look here. In this technology, what we can do, we can observe the physicochemical properties like solubility of the drug, permeability, partition coefficient of a drug can be determined, having has observed improved effect. This method is useful when it is approved that bioavailability of the drug is affected by solubility and permeability. The physicochemical properties can be altered by altering chemical structure, melting point, molecular weight. Chronotherapeutic system by this technique has been formulated for several benefits. Next we are going for Oros technology. What is this Oros technology? So in this technology also we can use the osmotic agent to provide the pre-programmed controlled drug delivery. So we can observe here the common thing, a matrix based system is we are observing here, especially the Oros technology. In this Oros, the delay pull system is going to be observed, also known as controlled onset extended release, COER. Controlled onset extended release was used to design the Covers HS, a novel antihypertensive product. This enables the delay overnight release of, example, the drug we are taking here, the verapamil, which prevents the surge in BP in monitoring. Then CODAS technology, we are going for the next technology method. This chronotropic oral drug absorption system, that is called as CODAS, is multi-particular system, dose at bedtime, that delays the drug release for at least minimum of 4 and maximum to 5 hours. The delay is provided by non-electric coating material of the drug loaded beds. This technique has been used in formulation of, again, the drugs such as the verapamil, hydrochloride, extended release capsules, one of the example. Next, coform. We are going for the next approach, that is technology name called as coform. What is this coform? The technology helps in developing a microspheres of uniform size and shape. So normal, how we are preparing the microspheres, it's what is the difference you have to compare here. What is the difference from CFORM technology, prepared microspheres, and other methods, normally prepared microspheres? What is the difference we can see here? It is by preparing this method you can observe the uniform size and shape of the microspheres. It is based on the melt spinning, in which the biodegradable polymers or bioactive agents are combined in subject to combination of the temperature, thermal gradient, mechanical force, flow and flow rate during the process. These all parameters are going to be observed. Then what happened? The microspheres can be used in tablet, capsule, suspension, sachet form. So after preparing the microspheres which are prepared from the CFORM technology can be used in various aspects, such as suspension, capsule, tablets and sachet form. It can also be coated for controlled release. The technique has been actually used to develop the cardizem. So the example, the drug we are using this type of technology is the diltiazem, which is used for chronotropic drug delivery system. Then diffuse caps. So if you see this diffuse caps, what are the diffuse caps? This technology, by this techniques, unit dosage form like capsules is prepared. It consists of one or more population of drug containing particles such as beads, pellets, granules. So obviously we can expect CODA technology. Control release. Alright, so chronotherapeutic oral drug absorption system, the full form of this CODAS, is multi-particular system dosed at bedtime, at the night time, so that delays the drug release for 4 to 5 hours. The delay is provided by non-enteric coating of the drug loaded beds. Whatever the drug we are loading here, that because of that loaded beds, the drug is going to be show its delayed action. The technique has been used in formulation of, as I told, we have discussed in the example, verapamil hydrochloride, used extended release capsule. If you see the CODAS technology, how it works, we can see in this image. the membrane is there, so where the drug is encoded within the membrane, the pores will produced by soluble portion of polymer membrane. From there the drug has to be released. Marketed product, marketed name or registered product name is, that is Verilon, which is called as Verapamil. This formulation is designed to release the Verapamil of 4 to 5 hours after ingestion. Then chronotherapeutic oral drug absorption system, delayed onset of drug release. Both the core and the multi-layered membrane comprise water soluble and water insoluble polymers having biopolymers. Both soluble and hydrophilic and hydrophobic polymers we can use here. When the multiparticulates are exposed to water, the water soluble portion whatever there, first it will dissolve and drug will come outside through the pores present in the coating material. So the mechanism how the drug is going to be released. So now we have discussed the thing about the pulsatile drug delivery system. In this pulsatile drug delivery system, we have covered uh, mainly we have focused about the what is the pulsatile drug delivery system, what are the advantages we have seen. There are a lot of advantages we have found and some of the disadvantages also there. And after that we have observed the overview of this pulsatile drug delivery system, in which parameter, which conditions this pulsatile drug delivery system has been used. And as well as after this we have seen so many technologies are available. By using these technologies we can prepare the pulsatile drug delivery system. So apart from these technologies, the important aspect what we have observed during in this class, that it is pH, it is not dependent on the pH. Means what here, this drug is going to be released with all the pH conditions, whatever may be the pH condition, the drug release has been observed the same way. It is not going to be changed starting either it is in the GIT, gastrointestinal tract, or it is in some other region, or it is in the intestinal region, or it is in some other region, wherever it may be, the drug release is not been affected. And moreover we have observed about the technologies what we have discussed till now. Apart from in most of these technologies what we have discussed, there are some of the patented technologies and some of them totally disclosed. They are totally open technologies are there, where we can prepare the multiparticulate, this pulsatile drug delivery system. We can use the drug component, that is the active component. We can use the active component, we can use so many polymers such as biopolymers as there, as I told, that is hydrophilic polymers and hydrophobic polymers. That is in the last recently slide we have observed there about the CODAS technology. In this CODAS technology there is containing a matrix that is called as a membrane. Inside that membrane the drug has been incorporated, it is stored there, you can say it is stored there. So once the drug has been stored, in this type of drug delivery system we are using the biopolymers containing having soluble as well as insoluble drug delivery, insoluble polymers. When the membrane reaches to the soluble portion, then it will go for melting, starts melting. Once it starts melted, then what happened, the drug present inside the core material, it has been released, it will come outside. Once it is coming outside, so thereby what happened, the drug starts its effect. Means what here, it has shown its efficacy has been started. So apart from these technologies, one thing we are missing here, that is Urand pulsatile and chrono release system. This system is capable of providing one or more rapid release pulse at predetermined lag time. They can help in optimize efficacy or minimize the side effects of a drug substance. For example, you can see Urand has created a circadian rhythm release. See, we can say here CRR, within brackets we can say CRR. The dosage form for a cardiovascular drug, propranolol hydrochloride, with a 4-hour delay in release after oral administration. This is the example I given. When administered at bedtime, propranolol is released after the initial delay, such that maximum plasma level occur in the early morning hours when the patient is mostly at risk. Normal conditions what happen, this propranolol is given in the fasting condition, so that the drug whatever they are administered, the patient they are administering the other combination of the drugs to avoid the acidity problem. We are using this the propranolol drug, so that it will counteract there to avoid other complication, to other misuse of the other combination of the drug. There it shows its effect. So overall we can say that in conclusion what we are going to conclude here, that the pulsatile drug delivery system has shown its importance in various aspects. We have seen some of the advantages and some of the disadvantages we have discussed here. We have discussed about what is the overview. In the first slide, if you observed, in the starting slide, if you have remember, In the static slide, I have given the image indicating that where the maximum Cmax, maximum concentration, and the minimum effective concentration, in between that the therapeutic window we have observed. By looking at the image, we can come to one conclusion that these these graphs or this image shows that this pulsatile drug delivery system is having its importance when compared to other conventional dosage forms or immediately sustained dosage forms. These are also having their own importance. So with this small information, I hope you have understand the topic what we are discussing today. Don't consider this as the final thing. By you taking this one, these slides or this information, you have to take it as a reference only. Directly you should not depend totally on these slides. It's just an outline we have given here, because the whole subject we cannot go on teaching on the slides, because it is one of the tool, one of the platform where we are trying our level best so that the students can gain some minimum information by looking the highlights points. Then he has to prepare the notes by looking that points. He has to elaborate the subject. He has to elaborate the discussion by comparing other slides, by comparing other textbooks, other websites, and other things. From there, he has to gather the information. After gathering the information, then he has to go for preparing his own notes. So hope you have understand and got upgraded some knowledge from these slides. With this small information, we are going to conclude it for today's class. Once again, I will thank you for all the viewers, those who are supporting for this channel. Please like as you are observing on the screen, share as well as subscribe, and share for your colleagues or friends, so that it may be helpful for the those who are in need. So comments are welcome always. Kindly subscribe the channel so that once we are uploading the new videos, you will be directly get the alarm, we can say, get the information that new videos has been uploaded. Again, we can by this mode we can by sharing the knowledge, we can upgrade ourselves, we can educate, and we also educate other those who are in need, right? Thank you one and all. Thank you for providing this information. Thank you very much.